Kitchen Konversations with Jessica Silas.
This is where you wanna be. This is where you wanna be. This is where you wanna be. Friendship, food, and honesty. Friendship, food, and honesty. Friendship, food, and honesty. This is where you wanna be. This is where you wanna be. This is where you wanna be. Come in and join the conversation.
Kitchen Konversations with Jessica Silas.
This is where you wanna be. 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 This is where you wanna be.
Kitchen Konversations with Jessica Silas.
Welcome back, family! We are here again for another episode of Kitchen Konversations with Jessica, and I'm your girl, Jessica! It's me. Okay, so today I have my great friend Nina. She's joining us for a good conversation and even better food about shining light in darkness. She's the founder of the Color Brunch Club, my favorite brunch club. Good food, great conversation, amazing women. But I'll let her tell you all about that now. So strap in, it's about to get real. Oh, I'm so happy you're here. Welcome to the kitchen.
Thank you.
I'm so excited to have you. Nina came to the kitchen, y'all. This is big, okay? So today, we're gonna talk about this food a little bit, this situation. Because it's you, and I know that you're a lover of good food, amazing like spices, seasonings, stuff like that. We're gonna do something really dope. It's one of my favorite. It is my vegan sweet potato chili. Flavorful, just bomb. And we're gonna do a vegan cornbread.
Oh.
Don't frown, y'all. It's fire. It has a little spicy, a little sweet.
Okay.
It's gonna be, yeah. Spicy and sweet, that's Nina, okay y'all? Just mental note that. So we're gonna get right into that. I already put our sweet potatoes on the stove so they can heat up because I don't like waiting for food. We hungry, like we got time for that. And so the sweet potatoes are already on, and so they're ready for the next step. So we're gonna go ahead and add our black beans, and we're gonna go ahead and add our diced tomatoes to get this moving, okay?
You want me to do it?
Yes!
Heck yeah.
Pour it in, pour it in. So this is black beans.
I love me some black beans.
Me too, they're so amazing. And then we're gonna pour these fire tomatoes in.
It's really like the only way that I like tomatoes.
Really?
Like this, yeah.
I'm not big on tomatoes either because sometimes they're a little mushy and I like firm tomatoes, but when you stew them a little, you know, add in your garlic, your oregano, like all that good stuff, it be bomb. So I'm gonna turn this fire up a wee bit. And then we're gonna put this top back on and allow it to simmer. And then we're gonna focus on this here cornbread.
Okay.
So because it's vegan, you know, we're not using no milk, we're not using no egg. And so you get that effect. We have some coconut milk here, which is my favorite. It's a little sweet, just naturally sweet. Yeah. And so I like that. And then we have oil and then our sugar and all that other stuff. So I'm gonna let you help with that. Okay. So we have flour here.
All right. Oh,
dump it.
Like a little spoon situation.
Oh, we do need a spoon. You can grab one right over there. She ready, okay? She ready.
I stay ready, okay?
Okay, so then we have our baking powder. That's that. Little cornstarch. Yeah. That.
Should I just start?
Yeah, you can just start mixing it up. Sugar.
Sugar.
I like sugar because in order to get the sweet and the salty, like the sweet, and the spicy, you need some good sugar. And it's cornbread. Who don't like sweet cornbread?
I mean, your cornbread should be sweet.
Yeah.
It's not right.
It should almost taste like pound cake. If you black, you know.
The ancestors.
Right. You just sprinkle it in until they whisper, "That's enough, baby girl." And you be like, all right. Okay, and then in here I have a little bit of salt and a whole lot of cayenne pepper. That's the punch for the spicy sweet. Bada boom, bada bing. And you just stir that in. You can low-key smell this cayenne pepper. I'm serious about my spicy, okay, guys? And then it's nice and mixed, nice and stirred up. Oil, guys. We're gonna drip. Drip, drip. Stir that oil in.
All right.
So that kind of like does what the egg would kind of do.
Okay.
And then after the oil, this nice little coconut milk, okay? And then I'm gonna pour that as you stir that. And we'll get it nice and smooth, or as close to smooth as humanly possible.
Look, you put me to work.
Yeah, she came to the kitchen to work, y'all. It wasn't just no cute conversation and good food. You gonna work for this good meal.
Always.
Always. It's a job.
It is.
But it's a good job.
It is.
This is amazing. That looks pretty. That looks up to par, Nina. You did your good stirring here.
I got skills.
We might have to hire her in the kitchen, y'all. She got some skills, okay? Them stirring skills.
Sous chef on deck. Okay?
Yes. All right.
Okay.
And so what we've already done, we have an 8x8 baking dish, and we've greased it with a little bit of organic canola oil, okay? Not just any canola oil, organic. I'm a little fancy, I'm a little bougie. And so we're gonna pour our cornbread mix into this pan, and we're gonna put that thing in the oven.
Okay. Like that.
Ooh, yeah. You know how to do it, girl.
I already know.
You know what you're doing. I like having help in the kitchen. Look, I'm able to just be cute on this camera, like, hey, yo, you in the kitchen. I'm like, ooh, work, girl, work. This is friendship right here, okay? Yes. You can put your friends to work in your kitchen. Awesome.
That's love right there.
That is. I'll do the hard work of putting it in the oven.
Okay. Should I get the door for you?
Maybe. Okay. If you're offering, absolutely.
What? Look at my skills.
Teamwork.
Yeah.
Bada boom, bada bing. Put that in the oven, about 25-30 minutes. We'll check it later, make sure it's nice and moist and good, and it'll be good. So while our sweet potato chili is up there simmering and all the goodness is flowing out of this pot right now, like it's a little overwhelming, like
who can
we eat?
Good.
It does. And our cornbread is in there and it's baking and it's rising to the occasion. Let's talk about Nina, because that's what people are really here for. Like, they're like, yeah, girl, the food's cute, but you ain't even giving us a full recipe. So they want the conversation. And I think they more for the conversation than the cooking today. And I just want to just dig into, like, who is Nina? Like, I know you. I love you. Me and Nina met, and I was like, she's amazing. She's going to be my friend, okay? And she was my friend after that. And so I just want you guys to get to know, like, this amazingness. She's out of this world, but I'll save my words and let her tell, you can tell yourself, like, tell them about yourself, I guess.
Okay. It's funny that you say that, because I'm someone that's like, when I see somebody, I'm like, yeah, they're gonna be my friend. I'm gonna be friends with them. And like, I felt that right away with you. It's like, yes.
It's like instant. Like, did we just become friends? Yes. It was like that.
Okay, so who am I?
Yeah, who's Nina?
So I would say that I am a creative.
Yes.
For sure.
Absolutely.
I'm always doing like 20 different projects at once.
Mm-hmm.
I'm always like, one business? How about 4 businesses?
Right. Go big or go home.
Right. I am strong.
Yeah.
And loving.
Yes.
And I'm a survivor.
Ooh, that's big.
More than anything, I'm a survivor. Yeah. I think that at every turn, at every stage, and every challenge in my life has only reaffirmed that I'm here to survive, and I'm here to show and shine light on other people and show them how you can survive. Because this life isn't easy.
No.
But it's totally worth it.
Yes. That's so big. The fact that would even be one of your like descriptive words about yourself. Share with us like why you even look at yourself as a survivor. Like, what are some of the key things that like pop into your mind that you're like, ooh, I survived that? Like,
okay. Yeah. I would say for me, it took me a long time to get to a point where I could say that I'm a survivor. For a long time, I didn't think I was.
Mm-hmm.
For a long time, I just was kind of existing and, whatever. But 4 years ago, something big happened in my life. I was assaulted, and by someone that I loved and cared about, and it changed my whole world.
Yeah.
And it forced me to basically decide, am I going to live or am I going to let this end my life?
Wow.
And when I decided I was going to live, I decided I wasn't going to be a victim, that I refused to take that label, and that I was going to be a survivor. And that set in motion all of the hard work that it took to even get me to stand firm in the fact that I am a survivor, and that is a huge part of who I am.
Mm-hmm.
There's all kinds of stuff that before that,
Yeah.
they could definitely lend to the idea that, to the thought that I'm a survivor, but that was the catalyst. That was the thing that pushed me even further, and showed me how far I could get.
Yeah. That's so good. Even like the fact that you said that you decided.
Yeah.
It was a decision that you made. And a lot of people, like, they experience really terrible things, really tragic things, and they sit in that thing. And I understand that a lot of people don't understand like how to process through trauma, how to process through like grief and stuff like that, tragedy, and that's understandable. But the fact that you said you knew you had to make a decision, am I gonna just live in a place of victimhood, or am I gonna arise and am I gonna overcome, and am I gonna like thrive and decide to be a survivor? Like you had to decide. It's not something that you just walk into. You don't just like wake up like, all right, I'm a survivor today. It's a choice, and it's like steps that you have to take in order to become a survivor.
Right.
And so even you saying like, it took a while for you to even look at yourself as a survivor, because it was a process walking into being a survivor, because you started as a victim, and so it's like a journey to get to survivor. And that's so big. I think people desire to be someone who overcomes like what has happened, but they don't understand that it's a journey to get to that point.
It really is. And even bigger than that for me, it was a conversation that I had with God.
Wow.
And I don't often talk about my relationship with God because it's a very personal and private relationship. But it was really, I was sitting by myself one day and I was just like, okay, God, what am I gonna do? I don't know. And I just kept getting and receiving that I'm not going anywhere. I'm not supposed to be going anywhere. I can get through this, and that there's more beyond this, and that I have every single tool to get there.
Yeah, that's good. Like, so I mean, you haven't verbally said this, but like that sounds just like darkness. Like you being in the midst of that was dark. That was a dark time. That was a dark season. That was even a dark place. Most people have like the greatest conversations with God when they're in the darkest of places. And it's like he shows up and he's that little bit of light for us. Like, and it's like, oh, I see the speck, I see the light. And all it takes is that speck. And so even in that, I feel like you're such a bright light. And so most people who don't like know you would never know like the magnitude of the things that you have gone through, or what it is that you've even carried, and what it is that you've overcome. How are you able to be such a bright light going through your own darkness? Yeah,
I mean, for one, it's not like, okay, I decided I was gonna like get through this and then I'm good.
Right.
I've made it. It is an everyday decision. It's an everyday struggle. And part of my healing and coping is being able to shine bright for other people, for other women in particular, which is why I started the Color Run Club, because I was sitting at a table not even a year out from my assault and trying to basically faking it until I made it. And that was my mantra. And that's okay. And it's okay. I think it's okay to fake it until you make it. But when you make it, you have to decide to thrive. It's beyond surviving. You have to thrive. And so for me, part of my thriving is showing up for other women, is showing up and shining a light and showing that like, I struggle with this. I live in this depression, this darkness on a daily, but it doesn't have to stop how I function. Like I said, I run 3-4 businesses. I have a full-time job.
She does it well, y'all. She does it well.
Well, I try. I don't know if it's well, but but I also, I do all of these other things. And part of it is a little bit of my coping. Like, I have to stay busy. I feel like I have to stay busy. But part of it is my purpose. I am so sure of it. That my purpose in this world, in this life, is to be an example and to hold a space for other women.
That's so
especially
good.
Black women.
Yes, that's so good. I think that first let's stir our food. It's simmering, it's bubbling. We're not gonna burn our hands, not in the kitchen.
Never.
Ooh,
yes.
delicious.
Oh, I can't wait to eat this.
Me neither. We're gonna let it simmer just a wee bit longer.
Okay.
A wee bit longer, but it's already smelling good. It's looking good. We're about to eat good today. So circle back to the Color Brunch Club.
Yes.
You said that you started it for people to have like a safe place, and you felt like that was what you were supposed to be doing. Like you had to do that, even for your own healing process.
Yeah, it was totally selfish.
I've personally been a part of Color Brunch Club. I've gone to them. They're amazing. Like my first one, I didn't know what to expect. Like obviously I expected good food because me and Nina, we like good food. And so I trusted her in that aspect. I was like, all right, I'm gonna roll through. There has to be good food here. But when I even arrived there, I was late. I be late sometimes. I'm working on it, y'all. I was late and I walked in. And mind you, Color Brunch Club is for women. It's for women only. And we walked in, me and my friends, we walked in and it was packed in there already. And usually when you walk into a space, especially for women, people are giving you the eye. Who are these girls? Where are they coming from? And I walked in a little extra because, I'm extra light guac at all times. Extra light guac. And so I walked in a little extra. Me and my little friends, we was cute. We was extra. And every single woman there greeted us with a genuine smile, with a hug. They wanted to know who we were. They wanted to talk to us and not on some like, oh my God, who are you? It was just like the heart behind it. And I was like, oh, this is Nina's heart. And so even with Color Brunch Club, I believe that you literally imprinted your heart and who you are in the midst of that atmosphere to where everybody took it on. And so I felt like I was in a room full of Ninas and it felt safe. It was such an amazing experience. And I just kept sitting there and I was like, this is necessary. This is necessary for Black women. This is necessary for women of color. Like this is necessary. It was so inviting. It was it was amazing. If you guys are ever, she does them all over the world, but if you're ever in California, because I'll definitely be at all of those, come to Color Brunch Club. Like it's worth it. It's so worth it. And so in that, like you said, it was a healing thing for you. It wasn't just your assault though that caused you to start Color Brunch Club. Where did it really start for you?
So it started with my really dear friend who passed 2 years ago not even 2 years ago, of colon cancer. She battled colon cancer for 3 years. And at the age of 32, lost her battle. And, okay.
Yeah,
I can do this.
it's safe in the kitchen.
And the thing, I was blessed to spend the last 2 years, really. The whole time she battled cancer, but especially the last year of her life, just pouring into her and loving her. And part of that, we had these incredible conversations. Yeah. And when I tell you that Shannon Sylvain saved my life several times without even knowing it. And so we had a conversation maybe a month before she passed, and I just said, I just need to tell you that I love you and I want to thank you for saving my life. And I said, you don't even know. And so I explained to her the times that she, and it was God sent. It was just like, she texted me and say, I had an urge to pray for you. And so I'm just letting you know that I prayed for you and I love you and are you okay? And I literally was laying in bed thinking, I don't want to live today. I'm done. I quit. I can't do this anymore. It hurts too much. And so we were going through this and she was just saying, the last thing she said to me was, I love you. Your life is valuable.
Wow.
You're supposed to be here, and promise me that you will continue to live your life fully, because you have to do it. You have to be here. You have so much to give.
Yes.
And so you don't break a promise to Shannon, period. Like, you tell her you're going to do something, she expects it.
Yeah.
And she's the catalyst. She's the reason why I started Color Brunch Club and why I stayed so committed to the Color Brunch Club, because she had poured so much into me. How dare I not live up to that promise? How dare I not do this? And so every one of our brunches is dedicated to her. We consistently and continually pour into her nonprofit, Brown Sugar Rehab. Because it's so important, and she's so important to me, and she really is the reason why I moved from just surviving in my life to thriving,
Wow.
to fully 100% living my life.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Like, great friends are so necessary. They
are.
literally can save your life.
Yeah.
I struggle with like this day and age and like people's ability to just drop people. Like,
Yes.
new year, new friends. Like, people are so quick
The
to
cancel
drop
culture.
people. Yeah, like it's so toxic. The cancel culture is more toxic than the friends that you guys are trying to cancel.
Yeah.
Period. Like,
Yeah.
you actually, if you're a part of the cancel culture, you're probably the toxic friend.
Yeah.
So let's just keep it real in that moment right there. Let me be one of the first to tell you, you are probably the problem and seek like therapy and help. But even, sorry, it bothers me because people don't have, they don't have long suffering. They don't have the ability to go through with people. And just because your friend is going through something, I hate that people are like, you're a bad friend, you weren't there for me.
Oh.
I'm struggling, I'm trying to stay alive today.
Yeah.
Like, I can't be a good friend to you today because today I'm just trying to be an alive person. So just showing grace. I'm big on grace. You have to extend grace to people and empathy. Empathy is so necessary. Like, put yourself in the shoes of those people to figure out, like, how would I act if this is what I was going through? What kind of friend would I be if I had just been assaulted? Would I be at my best as a friend? Absolutely not.
No.
Like, I feel unsafe. I don't even know if I want friends at this point.
Absolutely.
And so, I think people really need to, stop thinking of stuff as, soft or, I'm canceling them, and, open your heart to people. Your hearts are made to love. Your hearts are made to nurture. Your hearts are made to pour into people.
Absolutely.
So stop robbing people. You can save someone's life just by being a good and consistent friend. So cancel culture, quit it, cut it, stop it, period. Stop it. Because as you said, that saved your life because you made a promise to a friend that cared.
Yeah.
And because of that promise, you decided from that moment forward, you have to live, period. There's no way out. There's no shortcuts. You have to thrive. You can't just survive. You have to thrive and be the best version of you.
Yeah, and I think that my reason for doing all of the work that I do and creating the spaces and holding the space for women of color is because of that.
Yeah.
It's because it's the only way that I know how to best be a good friend to everyone, even people I don't know.
Yes, I love that, Nina.
Because I think it's so important to be vulnerable, and there's so much strength in being vulnerable, but we can't do that if we don't have the space for it.
Absolutely.
And it's not like we come to Color Brunch Club and we talk about all the bad things.
Right.
We usually kiki and
it was uplifting. Even
absolutely.
being vulnerable, it was so uplifting. It was
Absolutely.
Inspiring to sit at a table with other women and we all go through. It wasn't a sad story go through. It was wow, we all go through, and we're all here, we're all making it, and we have people that we've never met cheering us on. It was strangers cheering you on.
Well, and I think the thing is that I always work very hard to create a theme, and
Maybe bomb, yo.
every theme is some way to build and pour into your own life and to be a positive reinforcement to everything. So it's not okay, so we're struggling, let's talk about the struggle. It's okay, here are the things that I do. Here's my mantra. Here's what I do. Here's guided journaling.
She let me lead a Color Brunch Club, y'all. It was dope.
Guest speakers mindful meditation and affirmations. These are the things that I am constantly cultivating because we don't get enough of that anymore.
Yeah.
We don't get enough of that. And that's how it's so necessary, because there is so much darkness.
Yeah.
There's so much, and so many people suffer with their mental health and depression and anxiety, and it's just unnecessary. And so this is how I, shine light on it.
That's so amazing.
Yeah.
All right. I think our food is done.
I think so.
Let's eat. Let's eat.
Yes.
So our food is done. It smells amazing. It looks amazing.
Yes.
And we even topped off our cornbread with a little honey drizzle on top, okay? So we're about to really have this sweet, spicy thing flowing. So, I mean, enjoy.
Okay.
You did most of the hard work.
Yes. Ooh.
Friend.
Miss. Oh!
Fire.
Let me tell you, I don't really get to eat chili often because I don't eat meat.
Right.
And so, this, you guys, don't even miss it. Don't even miss it.
Taste this cornbread. Oh, that kick. Oh. That kick out.
Wait, is it spicy like me?
It's sweet and spicy. It's so moist.
Oh, wait.
That's like cake. No, like, that's cake, y'all. This is, if I didn't cook it.
I need something to drink.
We have raspberry mint lemonade. I got my friend's mouth burning out, and I completely forgot that we have something to help.
Oh, wait, I can't stop eating it though.
It's so good. Oh, pour it up. As Rihanna would say.
Yes.
Here you go, miss. Sorry about.
I appreciate the straws on this.
Aren't they so cute? So yeah.
Cheers.
Hey. Ooh, that little kick with the lemon, the sweetness with the mint. I love it. This cornbread. No, it's like.
Wait.
You know how you watch them and you're like, ooh, is the food really good? Trust me on this. This is really that good. And don't let the veganness of it all like fool you. Like moist, it's like cake.
What's the carb count on the cornbread?
We don't know, who cares?
Okay.
We enjoying food right now.
Great.
Okay, but while we're enjoying food, there's one more thing I really want to ask you. With your life, everything that we've talked about, what is one thing that you hope that people who are watching you, people who know you, people who even just get to encounter you for a moment, that they take away from you? Like, what do you hope that everybody gets from experiencing Nina? What do they take away from it?
Love.
I love that.
What more is there?
Guys. What? No, that's so simple yet so profound yet so deep, because so many people are lacking love. So many people.
Self-love, all of it, all the different types of love. It's so important, and that's what I want to give everyone, including myself.
Yes, because you deserve it. You deserve all the love, all of the good stuff, all of the everything that life has to offer. You deserve it. You're amazing.
Thank you.
I really hope y'all enjoy my friend Nina. But like every other Kitchen Conversation episode, they get to ask me a question. So now's the time for Ask Jess. So if there's anything, those game shows, what time is it, audience? Ask Jess. That's how I thought that was. But anyways, any question at all about anything, I'm an open book. What would you like to ask Jess?
I mean, same thing you asked me. How do you shine light in the darkness?
Ooh.
How do you show up for people? I mean, I know how you show up and shine a light, but.
Ooh. I think I show up for people based off of what I've known that I needed in different seasons of my life. If I felt like I didn't have support, I show up for people with support. If I felt like I didn't have a shoulder to cry on, I show up for people to be that shoulder to cry on. And I also just tap into asking, because I care about people and love is such a big thing for me. I've always had a bunch of friends, and you know how people are you can't have too many friends, small circle, that's the best. And so I used to feel like I was doing something wrong because I had
Yes.
so many friends. And one thing my pastor, he told me, he stopped me and he said, Jessica, don't close your heart off to people. You're a person of love. Like, people need what you have. Like, and don't feel like you've reached a quota of like too many people or too many friends. Like, that's what you're here for. You're here to make people feel seen. You're here to make people feel loved. And like, they have a friend to like lean on.
Yeah.
I used to, when I was a little bit more of a jerk, I used to like be weirded out. Like, people would be like, this is my best friend, Jessica. And I'm like, your best friend? But to some people, I'm the best friend that they've ever had.
Yep.
Even if I didn't look at them as my best friend, I was their best friend.
Yeah.
And that's okay. And it doesn't like, I'm not out here like just calling anybody my friend and so on and so forth. I just have the gift of being a good friend. I have a good heart. And so I'm able to show up for people and I'm able to shine light in darkness because it's a part of who I am, so I feel the most alive when I'm being authentically who I was created to be. And I was created to be a vessel of love and of God's heart. And so
this is why we go together.
Yeah, this is why we instantly went together. This is amazing. I want to thank you so much, Nina, for joining us in the kitchen, for being so transparent, for being honest, for being vulnerable. What you stand for, what we stand for. We love honest, open, vulnerable conversation because it's in those places that people are able to really heal. People are able to truly like develop and just get what they need. So I appreciate that. I love you for that. I just love you, period. Thank you for coming through and listening and watching to another episode of Kitchen Conversations with Jessica. I hope you loved it. I hope you got some healing here. I hope you got some revelation. I hope that you'll take what we talked about and go apply it to your life. Go love on someone. Go ask people how they're doing. Just apply it in whatever way is necessary for you in your life. I love you guys. I'm happy that you guys are a part of my family, and I can't wait to do this thing again. See you later.